You literally cannot make up what the Dallas Cowboys are doing. They started off the season so poorly. They've made some moves, right? Traded Micah Parsons, bringing in a bunch of different new guys. One, getting Revel back. Two, Quinnen Williams. Three, Logan Wilson. Donovan. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And this is a football team. This is a team that can make the playoffs and they can go on a run. Look at this play right here. They come out with 21 personnel. Essentially, you got two backs in the backfield, one tight end. Now, all we're reading is this DB, right? He's going to be blitzing off this weak side. So after we play fake, boom, we turn around, see the blitzer, and now we have a one-on-one to the top side, okay? Right here. This is what we're looking at. Now, CeeDee Lamb has an option where he can go deep or he can break this over the middle, I believe. And ultimately, when he sees this corner blitz, he's going down the field. This becomes what we call a yes-no read. So we drop back, that back foot hits the ground, and we launch this thing, right? You got a hand in your face, don't care, give your guy a shot. Now, it's slightly underthrown, but CeeDee Lamb is so good with the ball in the air, great adjustment, 51-yard pickup that sets up a field goal opportunity to put him up by 2 possessions, which was absolutely massive. Now, again, we can sit here and all day and talk about this offense, but ultimately, the defense played great. The offense played great. Special teams played well, right? I mean, dude, this is going to be a really fun video. I'm excited to get into it. Before we dive in, hit the like button. If possible, hype the video. Happy Thanksgiving, and let's dive into the video. Big time play here. So we got CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens stacked up to the left. You know, naturally they're just going to bring extra defenders over here because they don't want you to look over here. They'd rather you look to the strong side to the right? So essentially, we're going to drop back in the pocket. Our first instinct is look over here. We just don't have the numbers. They're playing in this zone. They're basically 3-on-2ing us, so we don't really have anything there that we love. Let's just be honest here. They did a really good job taking our 2 receivers away. As we scan the field, you have Jake Ferguson, but it's becoming a little bit too late here as we step up. Now, as we get outside the pocket, we know that we can force defenders up. 1, 2. We have Jake Ferguson out here. He's probably going to maintain and keep advantage of this defender. So as we step up, again, remember, we have Javonte Williams. So this becomes our key read. We know these guys are going to bite up to stop the run. We know it. We step up. Boom. We wait for them to overcommit. And once they do, we loft it up last second. And Javonte Williams gets that touchdown. Great job by Dak Prescott, man. I'm telling you, there's something different about this team. And again, the offense has been great all year. I can't lie about that. The offense has been good all year. But the defense has been insane over the past 3 weeks. And why is this so important? Why am I, talking about this game like it was, well, first of all, if you lost this game, you're probably out of the playoffs. Like, the season's probably over. But 2, it's the same situation for Kansas City. They needed to win this game. You knew coming in, you were going to get the best version of Kansas City. They were in the Super Bowl last year. Okay, so what does that tell Cowboys fans? This team's legit, at least in my opinion. Again, maybe I'm hyping them up, but I've been doing this for the past 3 weeks, and they've yet to prove me wrong. Also love this 2-point conversion. First thing we notice is we do have a one-on-one matchup here that we love with George Pickens. There is a safety playing just a little bit too close for comfort. So instead of looking immediately and throwing the ball over here, we're going to look at our bunch set over here with our trips, tight end, Flanoy, and then CeeDee Lamb. Now, it looks like we've got the numbers over here. That, again, they do have one safety playing towards the middle, so we definitely want to keep an eye on that. But as we drop back in the pocket, we're going to quickly look for these routes. Nothing's really there. They do a really good job covering this thing up, but Dak does not panic, right? We know we've got time. Now, as we scan the field, going through a full field read here, look at this. He avoids pressure, gets out of the sack opportunity, turns, spins, fires, and put this only where George Pickens can get it. Again, we go back to that one-on-one matchup. We knew it was there, and because we initially looked to the right, you kind of move these second and third level defenders to that side of the field away from George Pickens. So when we spin, we still maintain the one-on-one and the ball placement of this thing, the ability to get our feet in. I mean, this is, again, different level, next level type of football, and you got to give the Cowboys credit, man, because this is not the same team we've been watching for the past 6 weeks. Over the past 3 weeks, this has been a new and improved football team, and you can't lie, they're becoming pretty terrifying. Now, As much as I want to break down the defense, I do want to save the majority of that film for the part 2. So if you guys do want the part 2 with the all 22 coaches film, maybe even tomorrow morning, all you got to do is hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. It is completely free. It doesn't cost anything. Like I said, all year, we've been covering the Cowboys all year, and we are going to continue to cover the Cowboys all year long. So make sure you guys subscribe again. It's free, doesn't cost anything. Turn on those post notifications, and once again, look at this guy, George Pickens, top side of your screen, man-to-man coverage, safeties bit up in the box, which means we kind of want to throw this ball, especially if it's a quick slant, throw the ball now, right, like literally right away, because we have the matchup we love. They're playing one high, take advantage, boom, great leverage, ball is out early on time. Now, 3rd and 8, we get the ball about 2 yards shy of that first down marker, but because it's an in route with no safety out, right, we got space. We can turn this up the field or we can cut back the other way. We got so much space. Boom, stops, changes direction, gets up the right sideline. Now look at this little stutter stop move right here. Boom, stutter stop, get by that defender, and then look at this. Whoop, hurdles right over 22 and gets a big time play. George Pickens, how are they going to get this man on the roster next year? Will they A, franchise tag him, or B, sign him to a massive extension alongside CeeDee Lamb? What do you guys think in the comments? Let me know. I have officially partnered up with DraftKings Sportsbook for this year's NFL season, and man, it has been nothing short of amazing so far. Now, there are 2 things I absolutely love about DraftKings Sportsbook. First, it is the best place and is one of my favorite ways to bet live touchdown props in the NFL this season. But even on top of that, DraftKings lets me bet with the most relevant odds up to date as the games are happening in real time. So if you want some touchdown bets or some live in-game betting, dude, DraftKings is the place to be. You can get in on the action just like me by signing up using my promo code DUBSYT. Again, DUBSYT. Use that code and you will be able to do these same things, right? The crown is yours. Get on the action and let me know what you guys are doing for potentially Thanksgiving, right? You got Green Bay, you got Detroit, you got Kansas City, you got Dallas. It should be a very fun week. Another big time play here, this time by CeeDee Lamb to the bottom side of our screen. We see one-on-one. Now, they do have 2 eye safeties. Usually the first thing quarterback looks at pre-snap is the safeties. What are they doing? Are they lined up in 1 high, 2 high? Are they lined up all kind of in line? Is it cover 0, right? We always want to look at that pre-snap. And right here, they're in 2 high, obviously. But as we drop back in the pocket, we know we can kind of manipulate these safeties in terms of where they go. First thing Dak does is he's going to look over the middle of the field, right? He's not looking at CeeDee. He's not looking at George Pickens. He wants to maintain these one-on-ones. Because we're looking over the middle of the field, those safeties gravitate towards the middle. They stay over the middle, or sometimes they just kind of stay in line. But what that does is create more opportunity. For example, let me move my camera here. To the bottom side, CeeDee Lamb, he has this one-on-one, right? The safety staying in line instead of booking it down to double team CeeDee Lamb. If we were to look right at CeeDee Lamb, that's what would happen. So he looks over the middle, he waits for those guys to overcommit or at least stay in line, and then once that happens, once CeeDee gets far enough down the field, throw that thing up there. We got a one-on-one matchup again. Safety's playing way too towards the middle because he was looking at the middle of the field, and boom, maintain the one-on-one. CeeDee comes down within the back of the end zone for a touchdown to give or to tie up this game at 7 apiece early in this first quarter. Again, you could tell this offense has the making of one of the best in football right now, and the defense is starting to catch up, which is so important. Davis also had a big time run. Obviously, Jaden Blue has been a healthy scratch over the past few weeks. I don't think he's ready for what they want him to do. Hopefully next year he will be. Right here, they basically come out in 21 personnel, 2 backs, 1 tight end. We're just going to hand it up off the middle. We know Lepke's like, dude, he's like an extra tight end, extra offensive lineman sometimes with his ability to block up the field. And we kind of just break through the first tackle here. And I believe that's Chris Jones. Chris Jones gets right into the backfield really early. Malik Davis goes right through that little arm tackle, and boom, once he hits the second level, you're going to see him stutter, boom, and just go. Just be gone, right? No one's catching him. Great job by Malik Davis, but ultimately, I want to end the video here. There's a lot of film to break down, man, and I am excited for potentially tomorrow's video. If you guys want to see that video, hit the like button, subscribe. Do you want to see offense first in the All-22, or do you want to see some defense first in the All-22 coaches film? Let me know in the comments down below, because that video should be great. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.